Oh man, yo, what's good, y'all? And today we will be reviewing another Dark Souls type game. So we're going to review Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So this game is a third-person action adventure game developed by Respawn Entertainment and published by EA. And plot-wise, as one of the last Jedi, you must do whatever it takes to survive. Aided by a former Jedi Knight, a prickly pirate, and a fearless android companion. So you must complete your training before the Inquisitors, aka the Second Sister, discover your plans to rebuild the Jedi Order. And while doing so, you will explore ancient forests, windswept cliffs, and haunted jungles as you decide when and where you want to go next. Since all that is done, let's talk about the gameplay. Gameplay is what you expect from a somewhat Dark Souls type game. You can hone your lightsaber combat forms to refine striking, blocking, and dodging your enemies, so you can use your Jedi weapons and the Force to take on any challenge. And I mean any challenge, depending on which type of difficulty that you put it on. I only played it on hard, and just playing it on hard alone is definitely hard, and I kind of like that because they actually show you the amount of health that you lose, the reaction time that you will be able to do, and all that type of crazy stuff. So in certain combat situations, it literally forces you to use certain abilities like force push, force pull, and force slow, and etc. And I was kind of surprised about this, but so including you have a stamina bar, and your enemy also have a stamina bar, and each enemy is literally different than the last one in each planet. I'm not gonna lie, some are repeats, but in the most part, most of the enemies in the game are pretty solid. And if shit hits the fan, I advise you to go to the meditation, aka the bonfire, so you can rest. And if you rest, most of the enemies within that area on the planet, it will respawn. And while doing so, you need to literally go be bedazzled by the amazing skill tree. Most of the skill trees is based on the Force, your lightsaber, and your survival. But the only way for you to literally earn most of your skill tree is by playing through the story, because since Cal hasn't been using the Force for a very long time in his past, most of his ability has been blocked, so it's up to you to explore most of those worlds to literally unlock most of those abilities. And how can I forget my little buddy, my little companion, ED?
Yeah, I'm all right. Healing stem. You're full of surprises.
Again, if you go travel literally through the world, you'll be able to find like these like weird tables where you'll be able to upgrade ED so he can have abilities as well, like a power zip line, or he can hack through doors, or you can even hack through probe drones. And you will constantly, and I mean constantly, been asking for this man for these freaking stems, bro. You would need them joints, dog. And the mapping system is kinda okay. It's not bad. Of course, you need to use ED for the holo map if you get stuck or you don't know where to go or whatever. You can also use the holo map to be somewhat of a guide for you to figure out where to go. It's not as bad as Control was, but it's not good either. And before I forget, you can also customize your character. You could customize your character's poncho, his whole outfit. You could even customize PD and the whole shit called Mantis. You could even go as far as creating your own custom lightsaber, so you can only make it green or blue, and you could customize most of the parts by looking through these chests throughout the world. And I gotta say this, man, graphically the game is mwah, I love it, bro. Each and every moment was a eye candy moment. I swear to you, this game is perfectly good, especially if you have a PS4 Pro. Oh my mwah. The game has definitely performed well most of the time, because I'm not gonna lie, my PlayStation isn't perfect, but for the most part, it was optimized as hell. Oh yeah, and before I forget, so each time that you die, literally you will lose most of your XP, but if you go back to that same exact enemy that killed you and you at least hit him like one good time, most of your health will refill and you will gain most of all your XP back technically. And I like that the game is somewhat an open world, like semi-open world Dark Souls type game, and I like how it makes you want to explore even more, literally enjoy the scenery, try to find more treasure chests and things. It's just good that way, and it makes the game even better. So I'm guessing that's technically it, so let's hop on to the overview. So on the positive side of things, the story is good. I like the combat mechanics in the game. The game is definitely challenging at its core. I love the skill tree that's in the game. I like that Cal gets a little bit of customization. I love that the game is somewhat a semi-open world. Graphically, the game is amazing and the game is pretty optimized. And on the negative side of things, I just didn't like how the hollow map system worked. Alright, so the game came out in November 15th, 2019. The game should be in most platforms, so PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Digitally, the game is about $59.99. If you get the deluxe edition, it should be about $69.99. If you go to your local stores, it's about the same price for the most part, but if you look, certainly it can be a little cheaper. So overall, I pretty much enjoyed this game. There's no problem with the game at all. The game is just perfect at its core, so I have no problem recommending this game at full price. So that's technically it. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I do reviews, videos, PvP matches, streams, and more. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page and my Twitch account, because I stream on those platforms as well. Everything should be in the description box below, and I see you on the next review.